Hey there, Steeler Nation. Flip Fisher, staff writer for BehindTheSteelCurtain.com, bringing you another two-part installment of breaking down Mason Rudolph each week. Now, this past week, of course, we played the Colts. A really stunning, cheap, however you want to call the victory. It is what it is. It still ends up as a win. Now, Mason Rudolph was 26 of 35 for 191. One touchdown and one interception. We'll get into the one interception. I'm going to say definitely not his fault. Now, 26 of 35 for 191 yards. I'm going to put that at his feet, though. We're looking at 5.5 yards per attempt. 30 passes traveled under 10 yards in the air. That's incredible. Four of the six traveled over 10 yards. Or 4 of 6 for over 10 yards. And 1 of 2 for over 20. And if you remember, we'll get into that one completion for over 20, but that was not a pretty pass, and we'll go over that tomorrow. Here's a crazy stat that I ran across. Samuels had 13 receptions and had 75 yards after the catch. He ended up with 73 receiving yards. That's a whole lot of work that Samuels did in the receiving game. On the first drive, that's where we had the interception. It went for six plays for 26 yards. Drive number 2, 11 plays, 72 yards, and ended in the field goal. But, 45 yards of that came on the Edmunds run. That only leaves 27 yards besides that. Drive number 3, 10 plays, 56 yards, ended on downs. That was the little shovel pass or whatever you want to call it to Juju. Drive number 4, 6 plays for 32 yards for a field goal. 33 yards in prevent defense. And this was the drive right before half. That personal foul led directly to the free field goal. And I believe it was 46 seconds we took on that drive. And I was absolutely not impressed with that one. So let's get into this. Let's get into breaking down the tape here. Let's get into looking at how did Mason Rudolph actually perform. And before we start really watching this, I've been asking this question a lot the last few weeks. Did we win the game against the Colts because of Mason Rudolph or in spite of Mason Rudolph? Now, I want you to think long and hard about that. I want you to give me your answer down in the comments section. Let me know what you think after this. Now, this is the very first play. And this is a nice slant play by Rudolph. Getting separation. The linebacker's not there. Easy pitch and catch. I like that. And, we have not seen many slant plays. Either Mason completing or Fitchner calling. But, he's got the clean pocket. And he steps into the pass. He does so much better when he's got that clean pocket. And I know that can be said about any quarterback, but, it seems to really be true with with Rudolph. Now, this is a play that there was a lot of comment in Jeffrey Benedict's article today about should Juju have caught that. Who is this on? You know, the cornerback does tip it. Juju's not in great position to grab it to begin with. I don't have any qualms with what Rudolph did here. And I've seen this. They did this starting last week. They were doing more of this. They were attacking the one-on-one coverage. I like seeing that. I do. Now, I think Juju could have used his body to shield that defender off. So I'm going to be okay. You know, the pass wasn't the best. But, you know, I'm not going to ding Rudolph for that. No way. I'm fine with that. I'm going to put that on Juju. Juju should have probably had that. But it's not the easiest either. All right, here we go. We got 3rd and long. And this is also on Juju. This is the interception. And you'll see in the next clip here, it was high. The pass was high. But, you know, this isn't Juju playing at USC anymore. He's got to be coming down with these passes. Going to hit him right in the hands. That's high. Absolutely, that's high. You can see how far Juju's off the turf. It still hits him in the hands. Difficult catch? Yes. But this is the NFL. And sorry, Juju, but you're expected to be our number 1 wide receiver. And of course, it's just bad luck with the turnover. You know, that's all that is. Now, this is one of those frustrating plays that I get out of Rudolph that I see and I show constantly this season. I'll back this up, but look right here. Looking over the middle. Wide open. This is McDonald. Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I would say he just hates McDonald. No, just kidding there, because he throws plenty of passes to McDonald. But he really misses McDonald being open a lot. And the worst thing is, McDonald right there, he's going to get behind that linebacker there. Yeah, he's going to contend with that safety. And Rudolph passes it up. And I don't know why. And throws a little dump off. Which, you know, it's 1st and 10. I understand. You know, but it's just too conservative. Just too conservative. I mean, he's looking across the middle already. Why doesn't he just rifle it to McDonald? Right there. Right there. That's a little tighter there. But, I mean, you see how far that safety's playing off? You see he's clearly got that linebacker beat. Put it in there. Okay. Here we got 2nd and 10. And Rudolph kind of does a little staring down, but it's a nice little completion. Now, this is where I kind of hammer Rudolph a bit, is not waiting. He's got no pressure, and he dumps it out on 2nd and 10. Got a few yards out of it. Sure he did. But you're going to see a little more right here on what he missed. Breaking open. We're gonna back that up. You'll see it right here. Breaks open. That's a huge mismatch there. And Rudolph just never sees it because he's getting that ball out of his hands. You know, I know there's a fine line between holding on to the ball too long and not holding on to the ball long enough. And we definitely see a big combination out of that with Rudolph on both sides, with both aspects of it. But when there's nothing coming, I mean, and he's basically running his wide receiver into a linebacker. Now, this is where I like Rudolph here. I'm perfectly happy with the dump down over the middle because it is 3rd and 4. This is something he does not do very well in the red zone, is move the chains. But he did right there. Nice, safe, took the easy dump down. I like that very much. Now, here's a 3rd and 3. Now, I like the beginning of this, how he gets out of trouble. But I also don't understand why he doesn't run the ball here. He's got right there. He's got that, all that. Yeah, he's got a linebacker there. But he has nothing open. And he's got this pocket collapsing. Sure, he could dump it off here real quick, but I don't think he's looking there yet. And you see that with the pump fake. Avoids the pressure. I like seeing that. But, bam, right here. Juju flashing open. You know, I have seen this I saw this in the Baltimore game. I believe we saw this, I can't remember, maybe it was the Cincinnati game as well. But when he's out of the pocket moving, he's just not doing a very good job of looking at targets that are open down the field here. No, there's nothing open here, and there's no way he's going to throw to that guy. But you got to loft it over. Loft it over to Juju. Don't throw it up, towards the stands, towards the peanut vendor. Don't do that. Give your players a chance to make plays. I get that the guy's spying on him. Maybe I'm nitpicking a bit on the run, but I just thought, when he pump fakes over there, that guy's out of position. Now Juju can take off, or Mason can take off, but he gets out here, right there, loft it over. But I think he's already made the decision. I'm not going to wait on Juju getting open. I'm going to throw it away. But, why is he's got time. He's got a few seconds there. Maybe he thought the guy behind him was coming. I don't know. Am I nitpicking that? Maybe a little bit. Here we go. We got a 2nd and 7. This is a, oh boy, this is a James Washington highlight reel on not a highlight reel by Mason Rudolph throw. And this where give Steeler fans some hope for James Washington. You're going to see a pass right behind him. And Washington makes that one-handed stab. That is a fantastic catch. Definitely helped out his quarterback right there from making a costly mistake. Here we got 1st and 10, and this is right before the half. And he gets happy feet here. Why? Let the play develop. And what does he miss here? What does he miss? This is what he misses. I've seen this game after game after game, and it's frustrating. Guy coming over the middle, going to be wide open. Every game, I see this. Every game, I see this. Somebody roaming free over the middle. And Rudolph, he's either looking at only one side of the field, staring down a player, moving in the pocket and not keeping his eyes downfield. Whatever it is, it's the same thing over and over. Not seeing these wide open guys over the middle. It is just so frustrating. Wide open. And yeah, we'll take the dump off. You bet. Now, I like how he stands tall in the pocket here. And takes the hit on the slant. Bam. Wasn't really a big hit, but this is a guy coming off a concussion from a few weeks ago. And he still stood tall and threw a strike. And like I said at the beginning of the podcast was about hitting these slants. And I like that. I would like to see us use slants more often. I really would. So what do I take away from today from this film breakdown? I see a lot of good things that Rudolph did, but I'm still seeing so many negative things. I like that he's attacking one-on-one. I don't care if it's 40 yards down the field or 10 or 20. Attack that outside. And I mean, the majority of this whole first half was just dink and dunk. And yeah, you take what the defense gives you. Completely agree. But those safeties are just walking up. We only had 4 drives in the first half. This was a very stagnant offense in the first half again. We can't be getting that short field over and over. Game after game, we're getting gifts game after game. Are we going to get those gifts against the Rams this Sunday? I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one. Are we going to get bailed out with a personal foul or a big long run or drives that start in the other opponent's 35-yard line? We got really lucky so far this year. We've had a lot of luck. We've had a lot of bounces our way. We've had some bounces not our way too. Don't get me wrong there. But Rudolph right now, through that first half, was definitely nothing special. For that first half, his longest pass was 17 yards. This is not a creative offense right now. How does that going to turn around in the second half? Will he have more success in the second half against the Colts? Well, we know he scored a lot more points, but was it because of Rudolph or in spite of him in the second half? The answer to that question will be on full display in my next film breakdown. So this has been Flip Fisher, staff writer for BehindTheSteelCurtain.com. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, will you, on the video? I try to put out content that I hope you all enjoy. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. Just trying to grow a little bit. And most importantly for y'all, ring that bell to get notified when I put up new content or go live. All right, all. Take care there, Steeler Nation. Until next time, laters.